One of the motivations for starting the Institute was to really position the Still as a catalyst for new approaches to, artistic endeavors. We brought in two extraordinary painters who really drew inspiration from Still's commitment to his project, to his integrity, to his kind of ethical stance that really is quite rare in the art world now.
My practice is painting, abstraction, and being in a studio situation as a fellow feels like a kind of one-to-one relationship with Still as an artist. It's about delving into his processes. It's about dismantling the paintings and trying to figure out what's behind them and how they were made specifically. And I think that kind of experience, the intimacy that I've been able to have with the work is really rare with any artist. So having this kind of open door policy to be able to explore the work in depth is, it's been really expansive, I would say.
I think what interested me the most about the fellowship was that there's been sort of a disenchantment with abstract expressionism in the contemporary art world, but I'm a gestural painter, and it's something that I'm deeply involved in. So having the opportunity to reevaluate what is my relationship to abstract expressionism at large felt like an extremely important line of inquiry, actually.
I think when we interviewed them, we agreed that they were very accomplished and talented, but also they had a willingness to be open to learn, that this would be a wonderful opportunity, and they understood that it could be open-ended, They just wanted to be able to have the privilege to spend time with the work and then see what they could do to bring that into their practice.
This fellowship has really shaken me out of some habits of thinking where I've had this alone time to really sit and process, and also this very challenging artist that I go butt up against every day. So I think it's pushed me forward in the way that I'm thinking about what I'm doing at a very key moment within my overall painting growth as a painter.
Precisely because of the singular focus of the Still, we are really invested in exploring new modes of thinking, making, and collaborating, with our communities, with artists.
People know that there are limitations on the museum and how it can function. It has to show Still's work. You can't put anybody else's work in there, and which is very special on the one hand, right? Because it's this in-depth thing that I've been talking about, but then it's constricting on the other hand. So something that an institute like this could bring up is the possibility of bringing people in for longer periods of time, producing bodies of work and having exhibitions, so having perhaps a separate space, a dedicated space, so it could become a kind of crucible, a workshop, and another presentation space to have people respond to Still, but also do their own thing and bring work that could be in proximity to his work and in dialogue with the work, but not necessarily directly reactive. And I think something like that could be huge.
The world is an open oyster as to what you can do, bringing in artists that are dealing with a single artist museum, artists that are interacting with the collection and the archive here, and the potential for what can be produced. It's just like, I think, really, there's no ceiling to it. I think it's just really going to be very important to see what each group of residents will provide and produce here.